Hari Om, Bhagavad Gita, Chapter 3, verse 21. Karma Yoga, Yoga of Action. In the last verse, that is verse 20, Lord Krishna said, Hey Arjuna, take the example of King Janaka and others. They performed their duties from morning to evening. They attained perfection. You be like them. Further, you have to perform your duties for the sake of the people. This is what Lord Krishna said in verse 20. In verse 21, what he says we will see now. Yadyadacharadi shretagha tattadevetaro janagha sayat pramanam kurute logastadanu vartade. Very, very important verse. Very, very important verse. What Lord Krishna says is, whatever yadyadacharati shreshtaha, shreshtaha, shreshta purusha, a great leader, whatever he does, yadyadacharati shreshtaha tattadevetaro janaha, that will be followed by the ordinary people. Whatever a great leader does, it will be followed by the ordinary people. Sayat pramanam kurute logastadanu vartade. Whatever standard he sets, that leader sets, that will be followed by the ordinary people. Lord Krishna says, Hey Arjuna, why you should perform? Because you are a leader. You are seen as a leader. Whatever the leader does, the ordinary people will follow it. Whatever standard you are setting, that will be taken as a standard and people will follow it. So you must set the highest standards while performing the action, and you should not run away. If you run away, because succumbing to some pressure, then the people who are looking you as a leader, they will also succumb to pressure. Each one thinks his problem is the greatest and biggest problem. For Arjuna, he is fighting the relatives is a problem. For somebody else, some other problem will be there. He will say, no, this is the problem. For example, the water may not be coming in his house. He will say, no. The biggest problem I am facing. So I cannot fight now. So everybody will start running away. If everybody starts running away, what will happen to the country? A country not protected by its army, the position of the country need not be elaborated. Everybody knows. So Lord Krishna says, Hare Arjuna, you cannot run away. Being a leader, you have to show your leadership skills when the country is in trouble. You cannot run away. That is what Lord Krishna is saying. Some of the examples we can see. We have already seen these examples, but still, you take Buddhism, you take Jainism. Buddhism, the leader was Buddha. Jainism, Mahavir. Guru Nanak for Sikhism. For Muslims, it is Muhammad. For Christians, it is Christ. So all of them, because whatever the leader does, the people followed them. Not only that, very, very importantly, you must note, all these isms were supported by kings. Ashoka, for example, Ashoka supported Buddhism. That is why many people converted to Buddhism. Or the persons who preached, they themselves were kings, like Muhammad. He was a king. So people followed it. Whatever the leader does, people follow it. Arjuna, you are an army leader. You cannot run away from duty. If you run away from duty, then people will follow it. This is one point which Lord Krishna is saying. Secondly, if see, this verse is very, very important. Why I said this verse is very important is the everyone is a leader in one way or the other. For example, the parents are the leaders for the children. The children generally watch their parents. You can see the small children, if father is talking and speaking over phone, cell phone, they will also imitate their parents. So they become the leader. Whatever the father does becomes the children become the followers of the father. Similarly, you take head of departments of a government organization. Whatever he does, then the clerks and others will follow it. Teachers, judges, political bosses, everyone must show their leadership quality. That is why this verse is very important. It is not meant for only for Arjuna, army chief. It is meant for all the others also. This will refine the entire society. For example, if the judges are extremely honest, if the political bosses are extremely honest, if the government officials are extremely honest, I can challenge it. That country will become the strongest country in this world. So that is why this verse is very important. Then another point is the evolution of a country is always flows from the top to bottom. The revolution for a country, this has been said by Swami Chinmayananda. Revolution for a country flows from bottom to the top. People they agitate against the government. If there are certain wrong policies, they immediately agitate against the government. But whatever good which has been there in the top, it is followed meticulously by the ordinary people. That is why Lord Krishna says, "Hey Arjuna, show your leadership quality. In the face of challenging circumstance, show that you are a leader and face the challenge. If you run away from the challenge, people will follow you, and naturally, you are setting a bad example for the others." That is what he is saying in verse 21. Again, verse 21. यद्यथाचरति श्रेष्ठः तत्तदेवेतरो जनः स यत्प्रमाणं कुरुते लोकस्तदनुवर्तते. Next verse we will see tomorrow. Hari Om Sarvam Krishnarpanamastu. Narayana 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 Narayana